up, guys? Turpin Boy 95 back, and I got another gameplay commentary for you guys. I wanted to make this commentary. I've been wanting to make it for about a month now, almost a month now. I read this on Facebook. I don't know if you've read it or not, but I am going to read it to you. This was a status somebody put on Facebook, and it just went viral. A lot of people seen it. I don't know if you have, but I'm gonna read it to you, and it might take a while, and I might mess up a few times, but it's gonna be. Hopefully, you guys will get it and see it. I'll put a link to Gaiazo in the description below, to where you guys can read this yourselves and understand it more. So this starts off. It says, "Please read. Merry Christmas, everyone." Really heart touching. So that basically says, all right, it's gonna be heart touching. Let's read this. And here we go. I was walking around in a big Bazaar store making shopping when I saw a cashier talking to a boy. Couldn't have been more than 5 or 6 years old. The cashier said, "I'm sorry, but you don't have enough money for this to buy this doll." Then the little boy turned to me and asked, "Are you sure I don't have enough money?" I counted his cash and replied, "You know that you don't have enough money to buy the doll, my dear." The little boy was still holding the doll in his hand. Finally, I walked toward him and asked him who he wished to give the doll to. "It's the doll that my sister loved most and wanted so much. I wanted to gift her for her birthday. I have to give the doll to my mommy so that she can give it to my sister when she goes there." His eyes were so sad saying this. "My sister has gone to be with God. Daddy said mommy is going to see God very soon too. So I thought she could take the doll with her to give to my sister." My heart nearly stopped. The little boy looked up at me and said, "I told my daddy to tell my mommy not to go yet. I need her to wait until I come back from the mall." Then he showed me a nice photo of him where he was laughing. He told me, "I want mommy to take this picture with her so my sister won't forget me. I love my mommy and I wish she doesn't have to leave me, but daddy says she has to go to be with my little sister." Then he looked again at the doll with sad eyes very quietly. I quickly reached for my wallet and said to the boy, "Suppose we check again, and just in case you do have enough money for that doll." "Okay," he said. "I hope I do have enough." Then I added some of my money to his without him seeing, and we started to count it. "There is enough for the doll and even some spare money." The little boy said, "Thank you God for giving me enough money." Then he looked at me and added, "I asked the night before I went to sleep, for God to make sure I had enough money to buy this doll, so that mommy could give it to my sister." He heard me. I also wanted to have enough money to buy a white rose for my mommy, but I didn't dare to ask God for too much money. But he gave me enough to buy the doll and the white rose. My mommy loves white roses. I finished my shopping in a totally different state from when I started. I couldn't get the little boy out of my mind. Then I remembered a local newspaper article 2 days ago which mentioned a drunk man in a truck who hit a car occupied by a young woman and a little girl. The little girl died right away, and the mother was left in critical state. The family had to decide whether to pull the plug on the life-sustaining machine because the young woman would not be able to recover from the coma. Was this family of the little boy? 2 days after 2 days after this encounter with the little boy, I read in the newspaper that the young woman had passed away. I couldn't stop myself as I bought a bunch of white roses and I went to the funeral home where the body of the young woman was exposed for people to see and make last wishes before her burial. She was there in her coffin holding a beautiful white rose in her hand with the photo of the little boy and the doll placed over her chest. I left the place teary-eyed, feeling that my life had been changed forever. The love that the little boy had for his mother and his sister is still to this day hard to imagine. And in a fraction of a second, a drunk driver has taken all of this away from him. Please, do not drink and drive. So, I mean, when I read that the first time about a month ago, I started tearing up. I mean, it's pretty emotional to see or to read that letter. And I mean, it's just what that boy went through. I mean, I don't know if he really processed it all, and you could tell. I mean, because he's so young, I doubt he did process all of it. He didn't really understand what was going on, but later in life, I mean, he'll most likely understand it one day. And I mean, just that puts into terms what one drunk driver can do. And all the lives one drunk driver can change. And there needs to be more precaution for drunk driving. We need to there's got to be something that's got to be changed. I mean, it's fairly easy to change stuff like this. I mean, I'm just spitballing here. I mean, you could put policemen at bars to make sure people don't drink and drive when they leave the bar, and you don't even have to use police officers. Have like, what are they called? The guy who stands at the door. I can't think of the name right now. Have those guys stand out there and make sure people are able to drive before they leave the bar. Stuff like that. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, why haven't we done stuff like this before? It's just a little simple thing can be changed to save all of these lives, and none of it, I mean, they're not doing anything now. It's so simple to do stuff, but they just won't. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they can do now. I mean, but putting one person at a door to make sure that when the people leave, they're not really intoxicated and they're gonna drive. I mean, that's all you gotta do. I mean, it's simple. You don't gotta do all of this, what you're not doing. I mean, you're not doing anything, basically. I mean, all you're really doing is trying to promote don't drink and drive, and that's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is, well, do something about it. Not just stand there and look at it. Which is what people are doing, just looking at it, not doing what they need to do. And I mean, I don't know what else to say about it, but something's got to change. Something's got to change now, because more kids will grow up like this, and that's not what we need. Hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. I'm gonna let the gameplay play out here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's like a 43-13 or something like that. I don't know. But this is Tarpon195, and I'm out of here. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. Peace.
It wasn't pretty, but you got it done. Good job.